Hello? Hello, Ake Ray? Hello, Bandy. Hello, James. Why is there code stuff? I was doing code stuff just before the stream. Hello, Sam Emery. Question, how would you recommend me to get into R64 modding? Think of a mod idea, something that takes you maybe 2 weeks to finish, like maybe just one course or something. And then download Blender and make it. Hello, Chayaga Gurgun Viguna, second channel, mainly for gaming. OST? Yes, we need an OST. Okay, there we go. Part 13, I think, is this. Sandy in the north, mountains in the south. Yeah, that fits. I wanna take a look at part 13. What game are you making? Return to Yoshi's Island? Wait, did you join the stream without knowing what I was doing? Why are you here? What you expecting from this channel? Have you been here before? How hard is it to code for the N64? Easy. All programming is easy. No, it's not necessary to code if you use like ROM manager or whatever. I should import some kind of temporary skybox here. Because this is kind of hard to look at. Let's add a temporary skybox. God, I had so much stuff to do today. Holy shit. I spent so much time on my sound engine that like blah. Basically, I'm trying to fix Mario 64 sound engine. It sucks. I'm kind of just ripping it out, making my own. And it's been a serious effort. I've probably spent the last 4 or 5 days non-stop on it. But I have made huge performance improvements. I have reduced the code size by probably like 5 kilobytes at this point. I have made a lot of bug fixes that make it a lot easier to make a game with the engine. And now I am working on just getting it all wrapped up. There's still a few memory allocations that I want to change, so we have a bit of more memory free. And once that all is done, we're gonna have such a much more stronger sound engine compared to the vanilla game. It's gonna be crazy. So this is where the Yoshi village is supposed to be with the houses. It does not look good. Why does everyone say this? Oh, it looks good. It looks like absolute garbage. Snow, when you're finished, of course it doesn't look good. You tried to make Mario in chat? That looks like a keyboard to me. Anyway, any OST wishes today? Dude, what happened to my YouTube? Oh. Are you guys seeing this? Why is it all this guy? My YouTube is all this guy. Red Detective Boogie. Alright. Heads up guys, there's someone offering me a free smartphone if I do a 6-minute review of it on my second channel, and I am going to do that because I have a Samsung S6 and I need a new phone. This one's giving up. So there will be a 6-minute review of some random phone from Hong Kong. Which phone? I don't know. Anyway, this overworld is big and it sucks. I feel like we had more plans for this. Right! The whole Bowser drill thing! I forgot about that. There's gonna be somewhere here where Bowser is drilling into this drill hole. Instead he's gonna get past Kamek's magical barrier. Alright, so there's gonna be a magical barrier here and a drill hole. Well, I would hope it's an Android. I only want an Android or a Google phone. I do not want the Bill Gates phone. I think add more boats to the Area 1 dock. Maybe a playable agent gets his own boat, and perhaps there's a boat. Maybe? It's probably gonna be more docks too. That's kind of like a minor detail for now. We need to get the big strokes right first. Okay, we have a problem. Boshi's platform is here, but then Bowser's drill is here, and Boshi being right next to the drill is all awkward, I think. Maybe Boshi should be shooting the shit somewhere else. What a shame it's unused. Oh, is this a song request? I'm guessing it's a song request. So the drill was in the center of the island. No, the drill was, he was from here and he was trying to drill towards the center of the island. So it's going to be this direction here. And then you need enough stars to get past the barrier. I'm trying to think of how to actually visually do this. How do we make sure the player knows it's a drill, but also the barrier keeps them out? It's a good question. The world is done layout-wise, yes. Well, except for maybe this part here. Other than that, it's all done layout-wise. The inside of the drill tunnel is going to be a level. What even is the problem with that? Well, if you see the drill, then the drill is halfway through the magical barrier. Isn't that gonna look weird? And if it's not halfway through the magical barrier, how are you gonna see the drill? I guess you could see it behind the magical barrier. Yeah, let's try something like that. So first of all, I want to make this smaller, because right now this kind of sucks. Back to red detective Pookie. Hello, All-Star. One person in my Discord had the idea that maybe the final Bowser level should be like the final level in Yoshi's Island, where Kamek kinda hexes the environment and shoots enemies at you. And I think that would work really well with the drill idea. You should try this funny video when you're done. What? Roger scammed you out of song requests? No way! I got scammed? Why would you do this to me, Akare? I thought you were one of the good ones. Returned a couple of days and damn, what you're doing is really impressive. I am glad you like it. Did you find me from one of my new videos? Maybe? Been making a lot more videos. Speaking of which, dude, I'm working with an agency to get new sponsors for my videos. That's the reason I'm making videos now, because I have sponsors and I need to make videos. Usually I don't make videos because they're expensive to make and they cost more than they make usually. But something's fucked up and now I don't know whether I'm actually gonna get paid or not, which would be devastating. When you scared Intel will take down the game? No. I mean, they might, but like, if it happens, it happens. It's not the end of the world. I can still just turn it into my own branded game, hopefully. We're gonna use that as PR and make something even more famous. PowerSoft. I guess good afternoon. I am in Nova Scotia, so afternoon is about right. It's 2 p.m. So can you what going? Well, okay, we need this to go to 3A and then 4. But yeah, I hope my agency sorts their shit out. And then also, they're not properly paying sales tax, apparently. I don't know, man. They need to lock in. I am in Canada. Why is render in BG missing now? I'm like 100% sure I linked this up right. What the hell? So a drill hole there fits pretty well, I think. I am with an agency called LFI, and they do bring in a lot of deals. It's just that something always goes wrong. And I'm not sure if it's their fault or not. Because I was convinced it's Squarespace's fault that they fucked it up. But then they also fucked on my invoice. So now I'm not sure anymore, which sucks. Did you guys see that 4chan got hacked? And that apparently 4chan was the fucking government psyop somehow? I think that's crazy. Why is the emptiness repeating the last texture that was in this position? Because the background's not rendering. I am trying to add a temp skybox. That's what I've been doing the last 2 minutes. It just doesn't work for some reason. Ah! I think it's because I didn't add another far awayness entry. There we go. Do I like fortune? No, I think it's a website for losers that just need to waste their time somehow because they have nothing to live for. Same with Reddit, by the way. No, it has not gone downhill, it's always been like this. %9% was for like rumor. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised. You know, I'm a conspiracy theorist. What do I mean by that? I mean that I think most conspiracy theories aren't real. Conspiracy theories are a conspiracy by the US government to make people that have conspiratorial thinking look stupid. They put out the dumbest possible theories so that if you actually have like a good theory, you are being grouped in with the dumbest possible theories. Blood didn't say just Reddit is for losers. Reddit Nation assemble. This man will never look at a cute papa ever again after we beat them up. They are often real and often wrong. Okay, what the fuck does often mean to you? Could use the like Skybox engine from like Jet Force. Heh? What's wrong with my Skybox? What do you mean Skybox engine? It's just one render matrix. Are there any sites or resources you use to find inspiration for level designs? No. Can you use the jumping engine from Portal? The jumping engine. Okay, I think the drill hole here is good. This kind of removes Boshi's podest that could be here, but this is still such a gigantic empty area. So, here's where the detailing work comes in. We need to think of things we want on the island. Well, if you go to Reddit to get the answer to your question, that's one thing. If you go on there to scroll, that's loser behavior. Yeah, anyway, we need things we want on the island. So I think I already made a few notes for this. We need some special overworld events that happen every few stars. Okay, I have that. House menu is the map. Above us near the edges, we got that. What did I write down the bar idea? Oh, the fruit juice bars in Course A. Okay. A hospital. That would be fitting, right? Other things that we need on the island. So, Yoshi Hospital. How would the Yoshi Hospital look like? Yoshi Hospital, let me Google this. Please don't be porn, please don't be porn. It is not porn. Awesome. Okay, but this is just hospitalized Yoshis. Not really what we're looking for. The Yoshpital, exactly. There's an enemy farm to fill out space, like the Yoshis use them as food. Somewhat fitting, yes. I mean, the Yoshis heal from eating fruit, right? So the hospital would just be a fruit stand, I guess. Actually, no, they heal from eating flowers. What should we need to get? Yeah, I'm just thinking of things that we can place to fill out the space a little bit and give this more personality. Because there's a lot of empty stuff here. So I'd like to think of things we can put in here to, you know, make this feel more like a place where people live. Hello, Asa Easy. Asa, I haven't answered the guy yet because I'm too busy with shit. I can't get into a conversation with him right now. Playgrounds. Oh yes, a playground would be cool. How would the Yoshi playground look like? Could there be one here? I guess we can have some basic playground toys there, right? Like a seesaw. Maybe you ground pound the seesaw to make the Yoshi go up, and then the Yoshi ground pounds his side to make you go up or something. Yeah, like a seesaw, or like, you know, the spinning thing where you walk on and it spins. They could probably all just give you like 5 coins for doing it. Little swing sets with some Yoshis swinging on it. What if there were like empty swings? And then after you save the Yoshis, some Yoshis swing on them. Yes, there's 20 stars on the map so far. Yoshi coins on the island? Absolutely not. The island's way too big for that. Let's do that. I think part 3. There are swings here. The swings are empty until you beat B1, at which point 2 Yoshis will be swinging on them. And then 13. Seesaw toy. There's a Yoshi on the seesaw. Ground pound to the side. Opposite of him to move them up. He will then ground pound the other side, which shoots you upwards. I like that. That should be a hidden star. What if there was a seesaw and you had to like ground pound it over and over until the Yoshi shoots you high enough for a secret star? I want that. I'm putting that somewhere. It's too fun. Or this could just be a shortcut. Shortcut or a star. You have to keep in mind, Mario 64 placed fucking toads in the overworld that just gifted you stars. I think if we have 41 secret overworld stars instead of 21 for a 200 total star count, I think that's fine. You're getting into Odyssey Moon territory. You are also right about that. Maybe that should just be a shortcut then. won't use it as a shortcut. This spinning thing where you can walk on it to move it gives you a blue coin after 2 spins. Stars inside levels instead of cramming them on the island. So are you thinking like that would enter a side level and that would give you a star? Or what's the idea? Wait, I forgot about this. Last stream I wanted to brainstorm more mechanics that can be turned into side levels. A playground side level is fun. The issue I have with it is it's too much work. At this point I don't want to add side levels that are that much work to the project. If anything, I want the side levels that we now add to the project to be side levels that are based on a mechanic we already have, that is fun to re-experience, and that are pretty short. Imagine. It's a manta ray on the beach, you climb on it, follow a trail of coins to the ocean, and takes you to a manta ray serpent side level. Yeah! Something like that. Well, there's already 2 secret things with the manta ray, so maybe not exactly the manta ray, but I like the way you're thinking. Well, or we could add a 3rd manta ray secret level and just say fuck it. And it would literally just be a large plane of water with some boxes stuck in it and some red coins. Right? Is that how we both think about it? Yeah, let's do it. Single mechanic levels. We're not even calling them side levels, we're calling them single mechanic levels. If you get a manta ray ice flower, can you go around the entire island? No. No, I didn't program it like that. There's like this whole stretch here where I haven't really done anything, and like there's spots like this. I will still make it so the baba eats you. The problem also is if you could do that, then you could get the ice flower here and like walk right here and skip Bowser 1. As a thing, really more like a Sonic Rush adventure type thing. So would you just try to go fast here, I guess? I'm not really sure this works well with the manta ray because there's no speed boost or anything like that. Hello, Chili. straight line outrunner and you're trying to avoid obstacle, collect coins. But does that work with the manta ray really? I think we can write this down for now. Manta rays. So would there just be 8 red coins and you try to collect them while going in a straight line? So you want this to be a timed section then, I guess? Timed linear section between boys as level limiters. Let me see. I think we're gonna have to do this a timed one just so we have a visual representation of what the goal is. What's a new mechanic? The boys? That's just gonna be a collision. Just so that we actually like have a game. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a new mechanic we'd have to explain. That's why I don't want that. I'd rather just have a timer counting down, because that already happens in the game in multiple places. Why boys are not move the lever around Mario? How does this make any sense? I don't get it. True, you could do that, Biomac. I think I prefer a timer though, it's just easier for me. You know what, it actually does feel like this plain thing. Fine, fine. We'll make it like plain thing. Oh, but then you have both the timer and the coins. That's a little much, is it not? What if we just had red coins in the timer? And like the thing is small enough that you can go around it twice before the time runs out? So you have like 2 shots at each red coin? But there's nothing really stopping the player from turning around. And turning around would suck. Real commentary and some diving. I think it has to be a timer. The other idea just has that issue. You just control left or right. Then we have to make a whole new manta ray. No, it should be the same manta ray controls. I am fairly certain of that. Yeah, I think we have to go with the time linear section. Unfortunately. The rest is just too weird. Say manta ray randomly shows up here after beating Act 3 in Koopa Wave. Both? I think that's a good way to do it. Let's think about other mechanical levels we can do. Alright, let's see. Bunny wave. Bunny brushwoods. Is there any mechanic here that could be used? Rail shooter will be mixing the baby Yoshi and minecart mechanics. I can't combine the mechanics like code-wise, it just doesn't work. But the minecart is a very good one. I like the minecart. Should we reuse the minecart mechanic? Like a minecart level? I like that. Minecart level. Just get to the end. Alright, let's think about this though. Let's go star by star. Trouble Town Tour? Nope. Food fights? Nope. Boss the Goombas? Nope. Sunflower Sky Slide? It's a slide. Slides are very easy to do. Well, it's also mashing the button, but you are right, Bioback, but I think it's worth it just for the cool theme. I think nothing else here. Koopa Wave Cove, sneak past the seagulls. There's no real mechanic here. Lighthouse Rumble, that's a boss fight. The Star Festival, that's with the Manta Ray surfing. We already have that. Koopa Golf Competition is a raves. Rooftop Rats, Hotels Retroclad, nope. We'll have to see if we can do cooler than the Rainbow Tunnel from the cave level. Yeah. I think we can come up with something. Also. That means we could probably, if we do go with a minecart level, we could hide that in here. Somehow. It would be very fitting. Okay, minecart, we wrote it down. Nope. Cloud cap. We should have a cloud cap level somewhere. The problem with the cloud cap level is that you enter the level and what if you don't have the cloud cap? I can't give the player the cloud cap in the overworld because that breaks everything. So what we'll have to do is somehow, well, we could make it so that you enter the cloud cap and then the first thing that happens is you need the cloud cap to make progress. And if you don't have it, you just exit course, which leads you right back to the exit. Yeah, I think that works. So let's note it down. Cloud cap level. Maybe some Sky Fortress with swamps would be cool. Also note down, if you don't have the cap, you can't leave the starting platform and have to come back later. Are you from Germany, but now I live in Canada? What happened to the Green Japanese Garden side level? Marty is still working on it. And freestyling over the music? Yeah, I'm kind of bringing the heat. Make a text box if you don't have the cap? Nope. I think the player has 2 brain cells, they can figure it out. Sneak to the Penguin Beak. This has the Bob-omb Guardians. And this one would get crazy with the visual effects. True. We could have a rainbow slide. What are we brainstorming? We're brainstorming which mechanics we can reuse to make a single mechanic focused side level. Do we just do a rainbow slide? I'm not really sure what you're envisioning under the visuals, but we can just do it. Fuck it. Rainbow slide. Just pure slide, bro. You have at least 1 slide level, that's true. Well, we have a couple slides, but not a dedicated slide level, so fair enough. We wrote down Cloud Cap, Infinite Happy Hole, nope. Icons on a radar, nope. Sneak to the Penguin Beak, right. A stealth level. So Sneak to the Penguin Beak is a stealth level about evading Bob-omb guards. in a jail. Right, we now have 2 slide levels, Isa. I forgot. It's not done yet though, is it? Do I want the stealth level? How would this work? Where would this be? We do have the Bob-omb factory here, so this would be the prime candidate for a stealth level. Need something more to add? Oh, I see. I should maybe have time again on fucking Friday, dude. Oh my god, I'm so busy. People love the stealth level, so maybe you should go for it. Didn't they hate it? I made so many changes to the stealth mechanic because I thought people hated the stealth mechanic in Lost Impact. Being sarcastic, I see. Yeah, that's why I initially only wanted one stealth section, because the feeling of it is fun, but the gameplay of it is often not fun. That's why in this game the stealth section is very forgiving comparatively. Okay, so maybe not Willy Rex Wario, Antarctica Expedition. I think Antarctica Expedition is going to be one of the most hated stars. Farm Adventure, Red Coins in the Cage, Stories Retro Pipe. No, I don't see anything here. No, beyond we can't have a side switching mechanic. I don't want to add any new code for this. I just want to reuse what I already have. Treasure hidden deep within. Shy Guy Sass is a fun one. Climb the crow's nest. Flash with the captain. I don't see anything here either. Delinquent Dinos, Giza's Griefers, Dino Lady's Baby. What do you even do in Dino Lady's Baby? I completely forgot. I think you bring back the egg or something? Featureitis? What's that mean? Enemy wave side level? I think that's a bit boring. Pile the Pocky parts, definitely not suitable. Seek the Shy Guys, where you play hide and seek. I think a pure hide and seek level would be very fun, but I don't see it working right now. Go to an underwater red coins level. It's literally... Wait. My Discord rules. Ah, man. Did they remove that rule? There was a rule here against underwater red coin levels. It was a bannable offense in my Discord. I would love to hide. I would love a hide and seek level. You have to find like 10 Shy Guys in a big map. That feels also like sarcasm. Unless my sarcasm detector today is just inverted. No, genuinely? Oh. Huh. How would the world look like though? Like what kind of world could we make without putting way too much effort into it? Can put effort into the visuals. We're limited on bioback time though. Well, I guess I still have a lot of stuff to do as well. So where would this location be, since you seem to be passionate for it? Get anything more specific in mind? It just seems kind of miserable to seek out 10 Shy Guys on a level like that. What are you Wirkung on right now? Overworld. We're brainstorming some mechanical side levels. That's already a side level to follow. I'm not referencing Squid Games. I hate Squid Games. Alon Bubble Dome is going to be located in the underground tunnels here. There's going to be a submarine that you can get into, and that will lead you to the level. It's a neat way to make a stealth level. Correct, yeah. That's one way to make it very forgiving. It's very obvious in what the visual cone is. Now that I see this, you know what? I'm adding a visual cone like that to the bottom guards. Okay, visual, or add a cone of vision to the bottom guards. Hello, Caleb. Do you not have a side level where you raise NPCs? It could be in an area surrounding the volcano. There's a race, but there's not a side level for a race. The hide and seek would be so much fun. Really? But wouldn't you spend so much time just walking around, not knowing where to go? I imagine it quite miserable right now. I just don't see it. How are so many people pinging me all the time? Galaxy tutorial of the rabbits. So they would have like a... Wait, let me watch that again. Galaxy rabbits tutorial. How's he gonna find all 3 bunnies in 40 seconds when he plays like this? He isn't gonna find the bunnies, is he? Rosalina? God damn, they made the bunnies hard to catch. What? That looks so difficult. Oh, they just slow down after a while and now he's stupid. Shoot the Bowser's snoot? Let me see. Oh, I see. You're right. When they are grunts, but you have to find them instead of reach them. Yeah, hide and seek in like a mushroom area would be cool. Maybe it should be a mushroomy foresty area. They could absolutely exist around here somewhere. Maybe at the base of the tree. Oh, at the base of the tree is cool. Imagine it being like a circle around the tree. Okay, fine, we'll do it. Okay, Shy Guy Seek level exists around the base of the big tree. No, it's gonna be a side level, not an overworld area. So it's gonna be very separate. This is Red Detective Boogie. By Shy Guys, they make sounds so they are easy to find. I should also add sounds to this. I'm not adding geomics. It sounds to the Shy Guys that are hiding so they can be found easily. Alright, let's see what else we have. Fearsome Funhouse, Bowser's Victory Museum, Ancient Arcade Retro. This is such a cool level. This level is very charming, I think. Arrest the Acorn Thief. This is a weird mission. Trash Pile Trouble. Nope. Egg on a Roll. That's a good one to have. An egg roll level. I don't know if we can do it with exactly an egg again. Maybe just with a ball. Let me think about how this would look like. Mario is on an egg and he's running on the egg and rolling it around. Don't you want a different name for your coin star? Maybe. I haven't really thought about it yet. The reason it's called egg coins on the radar right now is so people look at the radar, but obviously with the tutorial that won't be required anymore. You have to just do it, Caleb. There's no trick to it. Does the font level names have a Polaris Wildlife World? No, it doesn't. I think I like the egg roll one. It's gonna be like the Galaxy ones, where you roll on the ball and get somewhere. It could be on a beach ball or something. Let me think where that would fit. A pirate cannonball. Yeah. Ball rolling minigame in a pinball, we have to avoid the bumps. Oh, so they will like kick you down? And it's a whole pinball machine that you have to go down on? That's cool. But where can we place that? Do you jump into a pinball machine? Is there gonna be a secret arcade here somehow? Good if there's an arcade. Alright. So what if there's just a giant arcade building and as soon as you go in there, that's just a secret level? Like, fuck it. Maybe you have to pay admission fee. Let's do it. Admission fee, I like that. Who'll be messaging me again? Yo, my Squarespace issue just got resolved. Let's fucking go. No, it won't be. It won't even be jumping in the cage. It will just you walk into an arcade. When a fan of random buildings on the island feels less impacty. I see what you mean. But is it random? Is it really random if it's like part of the lore? That the Yoshis just have an arcade? I guess it doesn't really fit the Yoshis, does it? Can we make the arcade Yoshi themed maybe to solve this problem, this conundrum? Conundrum means problem, by the way. It's just what you say when you want to sound smart. Sorry. I don't know where I'm getting these thoughts from. Someone's just beaming them into my mind. So this is Moshi's platform now. Scenario on the island where an arcade machine would make sense. Well, it would be like an entire arcade building. And I mean, I guess there is this whole Yoshi area here where we can place many buildings. We have a lot of empty area here that we need to fill with something. So if there was like a building here, like inside this wall instead of the wall, where you could jump in to play arcade games, I think that would be good. Or it could be anywhere on this beach here. Or it could maybe be like here. So there's plenty of areas to place it. Rolling on a pinball through a pinball machine using the actual mechanic. Avoid bumpers that will shoot you off. How would a Yoshi arcade look like? A Yoshi themed arcade. Wait, how does Bowser's arcade look like? Like this. Okay, that's way too flashy. No, we want the mechanics-based rookie. There's some levels and themes for now. We'll sort out the details and placement later. Yeah, but I do kind of want, or already at least think about the entrance. Because for all of the other ones, it's pretty easy to do. Just for this one, I can't think of anything yet. Again, at the sky was background for the Ruffle the Raven boss fight, or is it still just blank? It is still just blank. Well, I guess we have a backup now, so that's good. The entrance is an arcade building in the Overworld. Alright, let's keep going through our levels. We're only on course 8. Pick your power. Oh, pick your power! I forgot about that. The level where we have those 3 power-ups you get. And they are only used here. That's kind of bizarre, isn't it? That we just have 3 different power-ups that you can only use in a tree. They should be reused somehow. In some random platforming level. But if you have a level where you need to use all 3. Well, the idea with them is that they all give you powers that allow you to just jump further. I don't think it makes sense to force the player to use all three. That would require really weird geometry. Bye, Ivan. Just thinking of a theme for this. Would something mountainous be good, maybe? Like a canyon? What if you fall down the canyon? Yeah. Maybe this would work well in one of the cloud overworlds, where it's like a canyon above the clouds. And then when you fall, it's just death. I haven't really thought about a rideable Yoshi yet. Wouldn't it be crazy to just have him in one side level and then never again though? Like, damn. We don't use shell shredding in this game. No, to fit the powers, more like giving the player all three powers one after the other instead of letting them pick one they prefer. I see. That definitely works. But I like the idea of pick your power. This also feels like it should be a timed level. Because you have to pick the power, but like the difficult to use powers are faster and the easy to use power-ups are slower but safer. So a power thing like being... That feels good to me. It seems like a good idea. So it's kind of like a little bit of risk management. We could just put this in a cave. I think it works well in a cave. If you pick your power fruits in a cave level, time start, and you have to manage your risk. Anti-gravity slides? Do you mean like a low gravity slide, or like how are you imagining this? Feels like a lot of overlap with course 15. Because course 15 is already almost a pure platforming level. So I kind of don't think that's maybe the best option. All Alone Bubble Dome. Oh, we have the deep sea shell here. And of course the bomb cap. But I don't think that works for the first star. But the shell. We have the shell diving. We should do something with that. Maybe a race against a shark or something. Maybe you can find this in the underground tunnels. Maybe there's like an underground shark and he's like, yeah, you wanna race, kid? Come follow me. Yeah, tea time, I think it's gonna be 200. Right now we're just thinking of like little side levels that we could put. These side levels are all like 1 day of effort, but you reuse a mechanic from earlier during the game. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would bring us to 186 stars. One day of effort for you, fair enough. Time collapsing cave level. This is not reusing a mechanic. I think I'll do the race against the shark. Shell diving race against the shark. Tunnels? Question mark? Secret level still in the game? Yes. And the entry is at the north side. Molten, Secret Shy Guy Step, nothing. Hungry Highness, nothing. Egg Escape, nothing. Fuji Puzzle, nothing. I think, nothing in my opinion. Nothing we should be using again. Yeah, I think this is fine. Really mighty by all the troops, definitely not. The crazy cannon, nope. This one's too story focused. There's no unique mechanics to this. Grandstand Badland. I think Grandstand Badland right now is by far the worst level we have in the game. Grandstand Badland needs to change a lot. Mainly the outlines, the outskirts, and the milk bar needs to be easier to find. So you want to start with those 3 toads who all play different instruments, and you need to bring them together. Still planned. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Nope, that's just not part of the plan anymore. What's wrong with it? You enter the level and you kinda have no fucking idea what to do. And you learn what you're supposed to do in the level as soon as you enter the dairy bar. The problem is players are not finding it, because it's like hidden kinda. And the outskirts are so huge with like nothing to do except the mission in there, and there's a huge chance that you miss the mission and then you're just like on a big empty field not knowing what to do. So there's a good chance that your first time experiencing Grandstand Badland, for the first 25 minutes you just run around and get progressively more miserable. 2 issues that are easy to solve, but they need to be solved. The scavenger hunt is a fun mission. The scavenger hunt works, you ground pound somewhere, there's a sign that shows up and it tells you somewhere else to go. That's true, there's 1 toad in the game and you die. Actually no, Koopa Wave Cove has a bunch of toads. Like the Ice Palace and the Overworld thing. I think we already used it twice, I don't want to use it a 3rd time. Anyway, I think the scavenger hunt is fun, and the scavenger hunt should have a star. What if we had 1 scavenger hunt star that worked across the entire overworld? Yeah, I think Grandstand Badland has potential. It's just not done well right now. I agree, Biomech. I was gonna say that too. Will Mario be able to swim all the way around the outside of the island by swinging the water around the island? No, there's going to be huge bubbas that will eat you if you go out. Because I don't want to deal with having to program that out. So the first hint could be somewhere along here, and then the next hint could be like the highest mushroom, and then you jump on the highest mushroom. And then the next hint after that could be something like... well, we can make landmarks for it. A funny idea for the scavenger hunt? What is it? There is a scavenger hunt across the entire overworld, which signs have been found and they always respawn. The first sign is in part 13, 5 signs total. That's the song. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, I think Dry Lagoon. Sig and Skalux and the Sack. Is Skalux still working on a hack? Are you the dry bones guy? Will RTYI be open source on release? Yes, definitely. I do want people to use my engine to make more ROM hacks and to improve on my performance optimizations. But if someone goes beyond them, we'll just hit them with walls or something. They will eat you. You will not go beyond them. No skeleton stuff. What? No way. I feel like I would have heard of that. How's he done? He hasn't uploaded in over a year. And then here's the demo after 12 years and it's just the first Overworld. How's he done? God, it's depressing. So basically you find a little bump in the ground pod. It turns out it's a mole trying to sleep. He goes, you can't even sleep in peace on the island. You want to take a nap in cryptic narration, you better leave me alone. And you chase him across the island. What if you want to re-listen to the hint because you missed it the first time? What if you forget what he said? Forgotten Fortress doesn't even have star names yet, because we're still waiting for Zayna to finish the last area. Let's see, what are the stars here? Could be a hole next to the bump, and when you stomp the bump he shoots out the hole instead. Still doesn't make sense. These are early on but can't reach. Right. The snowman cave path. Right. Boss fight. Should we reuse the planetary gravity somehow? For a star? I think it's kind of too cool of a concept to not reuse. You're right, Biobag, but I can't think of a better option. I'm working on the Overworld, Solomon. How do I make planetary gravity into a fun star? 8 red coins on a planet. And the planet has like actual geometry on it this time. Yay? Nay? However, it's not scary for programming. It's scary for wall collision. We're gonna have to slightly tilt the walls so that no matter what angle you approach them from, they're still walls. That's gonna be a little fucky. We're gonna have to make it a pretty big planet. Does I always come up to mechanics introduced in the main courses? No. Yeah, I think I'll do the planet side level. Big planetary gravity planet with some simple geometry on it. Collect 8 red coins on it. No enemies, just driving in space. Doing it somehow. Hello, Shane. If you want to expand on the mini plan idea, verticality would probably be a logical expansion of the idea. Yeah, there would be a lot of verticality. Zelda, from my perspective right now, you are just schizo posting, and I have no idea what you're talking about like 90% of the time you type in this chat. Cosmic Capital. We have Squid Square, Rocket Raid, Crop Climb, Aqua Ascension. Aqua Ascension has potential. The moving water bubbles. I feel like the only thing that makes the Raven fight interesting is the new gravity. If the player already played a level with this mechanic, the boss fight will be underwhelming. Yeah. Alright, fine. We'll only open it after you beat the level. I can easily do that. Entrance is only available after Nathaniel Reagan was beaten. Pirate treasure hunt. One of the dead pirates from the ship shows up at some point. He tells you I buried the star I plundered somewhere on this island. If I remember correctly, it's in cryptic location. Then you go there and you find some random bullshit like his toothbrush or something. He appears next to you. Oh, I must have remembered wrong. I know, it's in new cryptic location. You go on to unearth all of his belongings after you find the star. Yes, okay, that works. You can re-listen to the hints by going to his ship. Opens up after beating the Shy Guy boss on course 5. I think that's good. Dude, there's so many people moving into the overworld now. It's like every time you beat the level, one person from the level just decides to visit Yoshi's Island, and I like it a lot. More views than your official GitHub Twitch? Dang. Case for Earl Aya. If we get planetary graffiti, where would you even place it? It seems out of place unless it's in a cave or you get a secret rocket spot. Don't worry about it, little boy. Right, it has to appear up. I think it's fine if it's all before the ship. Or we could make it so that it appears after you beat the Shy Guy boss on course 5 and also open Pandora's box, which requires the second overworld to be unlocked. That way we have like almost all of this. We'll have like all this area available to us, just not the last part here. This one too. I think that's fine. And opened Pandora's box. Don't worry about it. Oh my god. Don't piss yourself every time I say something. What's the maximum number of coins Mario will be able to carry? Will it be 999 or something? Let's check. That's what it is. 9,999. That's what I limited it to. So Aqua Ascension. Aqua Ascension has floating water bubbles, and I think floating water bubbles have a lot of potential for more stuff. But also I don't see what stuff. The song is Fly in the Freedom. Hello Archie Animations. This is what, but do you plan re-releasing the Missing Link? Yes, actually. I paid Zell to make some changes to Missing Link. And I'm going to make that another video, because Squarespace is gonna pay me. Noodle for Luigi, zip through the zipper, blast the bullseyes. Mummy's Maroon Money. Oh, I see. By painting. Okay, I don't think anything in Handmade Heights works. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chemical levels. Okay, now we have 30. We have 189 stars planned now. And I think we're not planning anymore. Because while we're going to make the overworld, we are for sure going to have more ideas. And I think if we get 1 more star, we have 190. If we get 11 more stars, we have 200. I just don't want to end up with like 192 stars. And it was for 6 videos, yeah. Yeah, hopefully really soon. He made this fix like, what, 4 months ago? I just haven't gotten around to making the video yet. Okay, we still haven't done this yet. Other things that need to be on the island. I wanted a juice bar. How about a flower farmer? Fuck it, there's a flower farmer. A guy farming flowers in a flower garden. Yoshis love flower gardens. Can Poochie be on the overworld? Poochie can be on the overworld, but I don't see what he would do. I just gotta think of random stuff to add, basically. Shy guy farmer from space? No, they're enemies. He chills. You could have Poochie appear here after you've beaten the Poochie mission in course 2. And then maybe when you stand on him he runs around the world and digs up coins or something. Eh? That's a very funny idea, Wincat Man. I'm not sure I want to import Wiggler, but if I was willing to do the work I'd probably go through with it. Okay, fuck it. I will add Poochie. After beating the Poochie mission in course 2, Poochie no longer spawns there and instead lives in the overworld. When you step on his head, he walks to a random spot and digs up one singular coin. Just once. A guy who quit his job at the oil rig. That's a funny idea. He would have to be here somewhere. Let's do it. Alright. Free of oily boy bay, a guy quits his job there and just lives on Yoshi's Island. Looking for new work. He should do something for coins. Yeah, I suppose this yacht is gonna be out here when you just go there with a manta ray, but you can't get there normally because it's all oily and you take damage when you go there. What work would the guy look for? He's used to manual labor. Yeah, you can buy new full decorations from. He should definitely be... yeah, that would fit. I'm kind of having a hard time thinking of overall decorations to buy. A pinball machine, for example. Oh, I see what you mean. I guess he could build a pinball machine here. Alright, far good, we'll do that. For 1,000 coins or something like that, he builds a pinball machine. He really just needs the materials, bro. Alright, that works. Anyway, I was thinking of things to add to the overworld to make it less empty and not really new missions or whatever. Oh yeah, we have a cool pinball machine idea. This is... dude, I keep saying this, but this time the pinball machine is gonna be good. Trust me, guys. It's not gonna be like the last 15 times. This one is gonna be good for real. What about fruit on the island? Do we want to go with giant fruit? Because Mario Party, Yoshi's Tropical Island has a lot of this stuff. This is what it looks like. Oh, they have such pretty bridges. They have like 0 ideas. Is this supposed to be a Yoshi house? Yeah, this whole thing is barren of ideas. That's crazy. It's just the idea of, hey, what a fruit. Let me actually watch this, see if I can find anything that I like here. Hello Nintendo for life. Do you guys agree that the new Mario parties have way too many boosts and way too slow of a pace? I think that's my 2 big issues with it. The minigames in it are so good. Yeah, there's like nothing in here. Well, they haven't changed the formula, they have just frustration minimized the game to a point where suddenly what made the game fun is gone. Yeah, you getting so many coins is why the Moo is so prevalent, I think. Not really a Mario Party guy? Damn. Fair enough, though. No matter which Mario Party I'm thinking of, like, the idea of playing it is always kind of dreadful. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Got the pirate invasion, we've got some flower fields here. I think we need to think of more buildings that the Yoshis would have. More stuff that they would have around. Swings! They would have swings. They would have... not swings. Hängematte. What's the English word? Hängematte... English. Hammocks! Plenty of... Do we have the stork on the island? I would think he'd be retired now, but Bowser's shenanigans tanked his 4K and now he's homeless. The stork. I wasn't thinking of using the stork anywhere, but he would be funny. Yoshi DMV? Eh? Tree houses? I like tree houses. I'm a little worried about the camera if we make a treehouse, but maybe if we don't let the player go inside, it would be fine. I think this stretch of land here is like my least favorite part right now. And there's something we need to do about it. We have an illegal machine gun factory. Well, that would be legal, because they are the politicians here. Big doghouse. Eh? Not a big fan, to be honest. There should be more Pachyderm around. Pachyderm is a funny guy. I think we should have him somewhere else. Like, Pachyderm looking? Question mark? They don't even really do anything. They're just kind of really annoying. Warehouse with a shit ton of wool? I don't get why, but fuck it, let's do it. Oh, because of Yoshi's Woolly World? Farmer's market. I could see a farmer's market. I'm not sure if they're civilized enough for that, you know? I don't think the Yoshis have money. They would only ever use money for the outside world. Yoshi society, between each other, they don't have money. Yoshi Copter landing pad? That is funny, but no. Oh, some cute little boats. Some small boats with Yoshis in them. We just drive around for fun. Crafting something with this wool? Can't tell you what yet. I won't be ready for a few years. I like that. In the Mario 64 Ocarina of Time ROM hack, at the bottom of the well, there's a guy that says, "Man, I can hear something coming from the bottom of the well. I wonder if that is the breath of the wild." because you know, BOTW, bottom of the well. And we have a few playground parts. Yoshis eat meat. Yoshis are not civilized. They do not have a moral compass. They just happen to be friendly people. They have no issue with crimes against humanity. They just have no urge to commit those. Alright, I think we have a good couple fun ideas. We're gonna think about where to put these next. And then we're finally gonna UV map some of this so we can have a better overview of what is and close the mountains. But for today, I have a lot of stuff to do and I have to quit stream for now. So I will see you guys next stream. Bye bye. Probably tomorrow.